Hello everybody, how you doing out there? It's your girl Debreion Dafirst, and I'm here today to do a segment for you, unlike all my other segments that I normally do, which is about shoes. But I get asked a question on a daily, so much so that I felt like, hey, gotta do a segment about it just so I can give you some tips. And it is about hair. Yes, I get asked all sorts of questions. I get asked, is that your real hair? Do you wear extensions? How long have you been growing your hair? That's my favorite one. Okay, I get all types of questions. Any type of hair question you can imagine, I get on a daily basis, especially in my occupation. I work as an actress, so I get asked by other fellow actors. I get asked by hairstylists. I get asked by makeup artists. What do you do to maintain your hair? And my regimen is pretty simple, but it's something I had to work on, in time. Uh, I pretty much attribute a lot of, what I do to how I grew up. And for example, my mom, she really took good care of my hair. She never let me do anything to it prematurely. Like I couldn't press it, I couldn't perm it, I couldn't do any of that when I was a teenager. And she kept my hair raw to the age of 18. And by that time, I could do whatever I wanted to do. But I didn't want my mom's work and effort to go in vain, so I made sure that I took care of my hair. Yes, when I was 18, I couldn't wait to run to the beauty salon and get it pressed out, and I did. And I saw the way the women were doing the hair, what they used to wash the hair with, and stuff like that. So as years went by, I got the tricks of the trade on how to take care of my hair, and to keep it as long and as healthy as I possibly can. Now, as a kid, my hair was pretty long. It was about up to my shoulders. Now it's near my waist, probably longer. So it's up in a ponytail now. So I'm going to take it down and just show you the length. It's pretty long. Okay, it's pretty long. As my hair is right now, it's not in its natural state. My hair is this way due to my curling iron and to my blow dryer. Okay, so my regimen is I wash once a week, press and blow dry once a week. The heat is just, you cannot have too much heat in your hair. Putting too much heat in the hair damages, breaks it off. You guys know that. So I just want to reiterate, I don't need a lot of heat in my hair. Sometimes what I'll do is I will touch up during the week to maintain my hair, because that's how and what I need to do whenever I set foot on a set. I have to be hair and makeup ready. So I just make sure that my hair is maintained because, as it is now, it's straight, but sometimes whenever I sweat or, whenever I do activities where it's going to cause me to sweat, it's curly at the roots and then it straightens out at the end. So what I mean by I touch up is that I will straighten out the roots so far and that's it. But I don't use a lot of heat, just a little bit to straighten out the curl. You don't need to go all the way down with it, because like heat is nice, but it's not really your best friend when it's overused, okay? So I'm gonna just give you some information, some rundowns on what I do to maintain my hair on a daily basis. Okay, like I said, when I blow dry once a week, I'm using this. It's called the Retro Bird, and it's by Conair. You can find this if you don't really have a reliable hair dryer. You can find this at Sally's. I think this is one of their best hair dryers on the market. This thing gets really, really hot, but it's the level of heat that is normal for your hair to have and to maintain your style. As far as the flat iron, I use the Proless. I also use this to curl, because a lot of women, they ask, well, how do you curl your hair? I'm like, I use the flat iron. I just pretty much put a certain amount of hair around it and just, slowly get the heat on, slowly get the heat through every strand and just bring it down as I'm showing you slowly, and that will create a curl, pretty curl. I mean, of course it's not on right now, but that's what it does. And when I go to bed at night, I use this product. It's called Stay On Satin. Now, I love Stay On Satin because not only do they have the square satin handkerchief-like thing that you put over your hair, but they also have caps too, so that's what I use at night. So I use the handkerchief to tie, and then I bring my hair around in a wrap like that. And then once I bring the wrap, then I put the cap on. But of course the handkerchief is on before the cap. And that's how I maintain its look. That's how it stays straight. I do not go to bed without something wrapped around my hair. I do this religiously. And I do not go to bed without doing that. That's just something I've learned to do, and I continue doing it because that's the only way I can maintain my hair. There have been times when I get a little bit lazy and I don't want to wrap. So I suggest, if you don't already know this already, to buy satin bed sheets or satin pillowcases. And they can be silk too, either silk or satin pillowcases for your hair if you don't wrap. It'll maintain your hair to the next morning if you don't want to, wrap. So those are my little tricks. As far as styling to maintain the hair so you don't have to deal with flyaways, I use 2 of these products. It's from the same company. One is called Smooth Sexy Hair, and the other one is called Big Sexy Hair. Now, I found these from a hairstylist that I worked on a show with, and she introduced me to these, and I'm so glad she did, because usually these types of styling products will dry out your hair. But it's important that you don't use too much of it as well. You have to use these as much as you use your heat, and that's not that much. I just told you that you're not supposed to use that much heat, so don't use so much hairspray on your hair too. I only spray the hairspray once a week too, and I noticed that it will stay in your hair for a long time, so you don't have to continue spraying. It'll just maintain your style for a long time. So I will use the Smooth and Seal first all over the hair, and then run my fingers through it, and then top it off with the Big Sexy Hair, which will prevent flyaways. This is just like my magic weapon, and I love using these because it keeps my hair beautiful and up to par for the week. Now, like I said, this isn't in its natural state. This is a result of a press and a blow dry. When it's wet, it's long and wavy, and it's really thick, So conditioners are important. So just research conditioners. I like Tresemme conditioners. They're so good, and you can just feel the product working in your hair. So Tresemme shampoo and Tresemme conditioner, I think, are the best. Don't laugh at me, but for the longest time I was using VO5 because that's just all I knew. That was all I was raised on. But I, figured, hey, as I got older, I got to change it up a little bit, because I felt like it wasn't working for my hair. So yeah, Tresemme. So you just got to find out what works for you. That is always my tool to life. Find out what works for you, as far as whatever you do, whether it's hair, shoes, clothes, what works for you, because you will find out about that for you eventually, so you just gotta, find out what works for you. So that's all I have to say today. That's how I maintain my hair. Oh, and it's important too that you eat healthy, and I'm not saying like get out your favorite foods, kick your favorite foods out of your diet. No, you can eat what you want. You can eat that hamburger, you can eat that taco, hot dog, whatever. But just add fruits and vegetables in your diet. Make sure you're getting your vitamins, your daily vitamins, and and you're good. It's like it's not difficult. You don't have to get rid of anything that you normally do. Just add the fruits and vegetables and your vitamins, and you're good. You'll start noticing beautiful results in your hair, because it's important to take care of your insides as well as your out. Okay? And that's all I have for you today. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me comments, because I answer questions in comments all day. and I don't get offended. I mean, people, they do say, hey, can I touch your hair? Is it a weave? I don't get offended. I just answer questions, and people want to know, how do you take care of it at night? So if I can supply you with that type of information, it is my pleasure. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I will see you again with another segment maybe shoes next time because I know I owe you guys a shoe segment. All right. So I will see you guys on that. All right. All right. Take care. Talk to you later. See you soon.